Hi, everybody. It is Saturday, May 4th, 11:45 in the morning. I've been out for about 4.5 hours, 5 hours now, working in the yard. It's kind of overcast today, and I thought I would just take advantage of that. Been in a lot of dirt, so I'm a little hoarse, but got a ton of work done, so I'm grateful of that. I have a little more work to do after I do this, and then I'm going to just sit with the puppies and relax a little bit. Maureen's getting better by the day. She starts physical therapy for her shoulder, limited physical therapy, so that she doesn't get frozen shoulder on Wednesday, I believe. And once the shoulder's starting to get back, then they can reintroduce PT for her back too. Got lots of little things coming up, doing Conan O'Brien show on Tuesday with Jimmy Vivino, doing musical director. I love working with Jimmy. He was the musical director on Conan's show. I think this is a podcast that Conan does. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I've got a movie call for a couple of days, and then going up to the San Ynez Valley with Steve Postel to do a fundraiser up there. And then after that, I'll be going back in the studio with Laurie Basilio to work on her new album. But yesterday, my dear friend Ken threw a song at me. He said that I worked on, that I had forgotten about it. So I'm going to visit it today. And it's Louise Goffin's album, Kid Blue, from 1979. Now, there's so much about this. Now, first off, Louise Goffin is the daughter of Carole King and Jerry Goffin, who were one of the greatest songwriting teams ever. And she's their older daughter. And one of the things that's great, I'm going to read this to you. This is really cool. When she was a baby, her babysitter was little Eva. I'll read this to you. Perhaps no babysitter in history got a bigger break than Eva Boyd, who babysat for songwriters Carole King and Jerry Goffin. King and Goffin asked her to record a song they had just written called The Locomotion. Her name's great. Eva Narcissus Boyd was born 1943 in Belhaven, North Carolina, one of 16 children. In 1962, she moved to Brighton Beach area of Brooklyn, where she had relatives. One of her relatives knew the Cookies and suggested her as a stand-in. So whenever one of the Cookies couldn't get out of class, Eva substituted for her. Since the work was sporadic, Eva often found herself babysitting for songwriters Carole King and Jerry Goffin. Returning home one day, they found her singing a song they had written for Dee Dee Sharp. They liked what they heard, so they rushed her into the studio with King doing the background vocals. Little Eva was only 16 when The Locomotion hit #1. Her salary as Goffin's babysitter was $35 a week. Her earnings from The Locomotion were reported to be about $30,000. She appeared on television shows and in numerous magazines. She's performed live in the U.S. and did several tours of England. And it just goes on and on about her. It's really interesting. Disenchanted with the music business, she retired in the early 70s, but in the 90s began performing live on the oldies circuit. So that's pretty damn cool for little Eva, going from babysitter to that. But this album was called Kid Blue. And there's a couple of songs that I worked on this, but I only found one of them, which is a classic by George Morton called Remember, Walking in the Sand. On this one, it's myself on bass, David Kemper on drums, Cooch, Danny Korchmar on guitar, Waddy Wachtel is the guitar solo, Andrew Gold is playing organ, and Louise Goffin is playing piano. The project was produced by Danny Korchmar. So I'm going to see if there's any other... No, nothing else listed here. So I'm going to go ahead and play this for you. This was, I think the Shangri-Las had a big hit with this back in the 60s. It's such a cool tune. So here we go. The Shangri-Las had a hit with this in 1964. Okay, here we go. Louise Goffin.
Seems like the other day, my baby went away. He went away across the sea. Seems like a year ago, I saw my baby go, and then this letter came from me. It said that we were through, found somebody new. Let me think, what can I do? Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Walking in the sand, walking hand in hand. The night was so exciting, the smile was so inviting. Then it touched my cheek with his fingertips. Softly, softly we meet with our lips. Whatever happened to the boy that I once knew? The boy who said he'd be true. Oh, what will happen to the love I gave to you? What will I do with it now? Walking in the sand, walking hand in hand. The night was so exciting, the smile was so inviting. Then it touched my cheek with his fingertips. Softly, softly we'd meet with our lips.
Love the sound of the surf and the birds in the back. Louise Goffin, pretty cool, man, having your mom and dad be Jerry Goffin and Carole King. I did a lot of stuff with Jerry over the years. I really was such a great lyricist. I mean, it's always funny, people always go, Carole King wrote, Natural Woman. Well, Carole wrote the music to it. Jerry Goffin wrote the lyrics to it. But they are a remarkable songwriting team. There's that, the Burt Bacharach and Hal David and so many of those, Neil Sedaka and Phil Cody and these teams of writers, Elton and Bernie, amazing. So Carole and Jerry were definitely at the top of that heap. So I'm going to go out and take care of some more work here, take care of what I got to do, and wish everybody a great day. Tomorrow I was going to play today, and then I got the note about this song, so I just thought, what the hell, let's go for this. So I will maybe play tomorrow. But just wishing everybody a great day. And I want to again thank everybody for a great clubhouse this past week, this week. And my apologies to my dear friend Jason Fontella, who was in town here, who's one of our clubhouse members, and that because of what's going on here in my household, I wasn't able to get together with him. But next time, maybe this summer, I'll hook up with him again when we're out with Lyle. So, but I'm glad they all had a good hang this week. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to get going. I will talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.